Hello all, Dr. Fox here along with you. I decided to bring in one of my alts today. What I'm showing you today is a quick little way, if you can at least get one of your pets leveled to 25. I like to use my Azure Whelpling. Now, I know he's a world drop over in Winter Spring. It's either that or if you can find one on the auction house. But most of the time I know a lot of them don't usually cost you that much, so it won't cost you. But if you find it to be very pricey, you can go out and farm it. It is an option. I always try to give the option of being able to try to find it without having to spend any gold, in-game gold, and or any real cash, if you follow my meaning. So here's a great way if you want to level a couple of your I've still got a few of my 1-levelers. And this is as of patch 8.2, so I thought I'd share this with you. And what it is, I came out here to Miss Julia Stevens. She's one of the first ones. You can do this with your low-level characters, too, as well, when you're out here and you're leveling. And I'll show you the little route that I like to take. Now, we're going to jump right in here. And what I do is I put my level 25 in the last slot. I put my first 2 level 1s in the first 2 slots. You can also use Alarm Dog, but that's much, much later on in the game. And I was trying to pick something that I still enjoy using that's not extremely difficult to get. Obviously, you'll probably want to end up, if you do want to go farm it, you'll need at least one higher level character that you'll be able to go and do this with. But this is a great little fun technique. And I like pulling my alts in here every once in a while. Plus, I like to turn more mode on when I'm leveling a character and just get a full blast of XP too. And this is a great way to also level your regular characters as well. So then I just come in here and I use a little Arcane Storm. You'll see what happens here in a second. I just had to bring the other 2 in first to show you and when you have an attack similar to this, it'll take them down very, very quickly. And then look at that. Huzzah! And don't forget, make sure you have your Saferi Hat on. My apologies for not saying that as we got into the battle. Now, normally, if you're below level 60, you'd have to run this. Or, if you wanted to hearth back, and you could set your hearth to, like what I used to do with my lower levels, is at Goldshire. And then that way, the Dark Moon Fair is right there, and I can run down in Dark Moon Fair and do a couple more quick pet battles. It also gives you the Dark Moon tickets. And what I could do is set up the flight path over to Fallbrow's Pumpkin Farm. I know I botch half of this stuff. If you're a regular to some of my videos, you'll know that I tend to botch these names. Sorry for the snappiness in this microphone. I need to get another little cover for the other part of it. I do have one, but it doesn't seem to be covering all of it. I'm gonna kind of move this direction a little bit. So here we go again. I'm gonna just show you. Here is the next one here at Old McDonald.
Hey there.
Now the great news is when you level them, now you'll notice that they were already level 3. So you're like, oh wow, it doesn't take too long. A little longer if you still got to run and you can't fly yet before level 60. But generally, I've found myself just running dungeons once I get to level 15. And when I do, I'll always usually make enough to at least get flying for the first time. At 60, you only need 200. And I always like to put on my Stormwind tabard before I even leave. That way I'm going to be exalted by the time I get to level 20. When I get, or a little after, sometimes level 22. Excuse me. It just helps bring down the price of the option. Oh, McDonald had fun. No one wants to hear Dr. Fox sing. Okay, well maybe you do. I don't know. That's all good. Now, obviously, I would have brought in a different level 25 or something that's strong against mechanical type. But I wanted to show you that even with this one particular pet, if you can at least level one of them, see, and then it's strong anyway against this flying type anyway. So you're pretty safe with that. And then look at that. Huzzah! So there's our second one. I have it set up to, oh, you'd have to come in here and grab the quest. I have it set to auto. I'll have to do another video too, I guess, because now I'm starting to get other folks asking me, Dr. Fox, what do you use for add-ons? I only like to use the, I want to say bare essentials, because if I start putting too many, it really bogs down the compute, that, especially until I can get a stronger processor for this. So, all right, and then you'll notice that our third that we fly. Now this is a good little rotation. You can do this little circle when you're in these starting areas. I'm just trying to show you a quick little technique here.
What?
Now, you're gonna want to realize something here, that if you start with them, I tend to have some struggle trying to get these ones leveled with Eric, because he likes to use a spider attack that will keep your pet in with them. So I just want to forewarn you, this might, sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. It all depends. It's usually the spider right here that likes to, generally I would switch him out automatically and then go right to my level 25, because if you don't, the spider, if you attack him, the spider generally will put up an attack that keeps you from being able to switch out your pet. But I'll show you that technique. Generally, you can only usually get one done then in that aspect, but it's better than, usually if I try to bring one in like I did for the first two battles, they end up dying and then they get no XP. So I'll take it. Now there are other better ways of doing this. I'm just showing a neat little way for, I've had some requests on trying to do something in a similar fashion. So I thought I'd share it really quick with you. And you'll notice that they needed to take an attack. I purposely did that because I wanted to show you. And then lastly, you don't have to do this one, and I'll put a timestamp in here so that you're not having to sit through the flyover. But lastly, I'm gonna quickly fly over, and you can take flight pass for all these too as well. So over to Ridge Red Mountains, right here, Lindsey, and I call her the bunny trainer. Hey, the bun. I took that from Amazing World of Gumball. When it's a part when Gumball's dad is being folded like pizza dough, and he's like, and it's just the way I say bunny sometimes, or rabbits. It's just another word for that. And so I end up saying a bun. It's a little variation on how he does it, but I usually get a few chuckles out of it. I know it makes me smile myself, so. Alright, and you can do the same thing, and what you'll notice is as they level, now they didn't that, yeah, we got one level out of old McDonald there. So they're already the level 4. And you can put hot dogs on them. You can get those from Draenor. You can put other little snacks to give them an XP boost. You have to level at least one of them first before you'll be able to. So if you hear any sound in the background, we have some heavy thunderstorms and rain around here while I record these videos. This is during the summer. This is just the tail end of June here, just about around the 4th of July. During the Midsummer Festival that's in this particular game in World of Warcraft. So, retail. I want to make sure I'm specific. Alright, here we go. And I usually will do the same attacks that I did for the first two. Now you'll see that they burrowed. Now by this point, as long as they get hit, see? As long as it's level 4, it'll be, I don't really want to say level 4 because there's other ones that have higher XP, but as long as you can take that attack, let me put it that way, if we go by a numbers game, then you're fine. So this is the little technique that I'm showing. this is on the Alliance side. There's a 2-attack starting area that I could show you for Horde as well, but that is another video. And that's why you'll notice that I did finally fix my video, and it does show the correct banner. Sorry about the other video I did, that if you might not even know that I realized I did it. And then Lindsey, ta-da, and that's the small leveled one on showing you how to quickly level your pets, or at least a couple of level 1s to level 5. Now you can obviously do it in how much higher levels. I have other strategy guides that will show like the Draenor 2-pet circumstances. You can put literally the first pet in that, and during pet week. Now obviously that's not up, and that's a great time to level them if you'd like to wait until what we have coming up, when we have the pet battle bonus event that goes on for a whole week, and that's your best time. Just keep a close eye on your WoW calendar. Of course, it also depends if you have a current subscription as well. So, and that will matter, of course. So once again, this is Dr. Fox. It's your prescription for take 2 pet battles, or in this case 4, to make you a round trip here, and call me in the morning. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful time pet battling, and we will all see you later. See you later.